Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have just seen the 2019 Shudder release, Porno. It lives up to its name. What you have is the group of religious boobs, and they are trapped in a movie theater after finding a possessed pornographic reel back in the 90s. And after finding the reel, of course, they somehow, release a succubus from the reel. And the succubus doesn't just like to bang people, it also likes to rip their nuts off. So, yes, call that a party. But, really, this is TVMA. It's a pretty bloody, gory, nudity-filled, bizarre film with it may have a negative look on homosexuality, which I did not care for. It's like the guy's like, he went to conversion camp, and he didn't come back horribly traumatized. So, yeah. Huh. All right, look, the actual making of the film, the craft that went into it, the use of color. There's blues and reds, beautiful color palettes, things that are Lovecraftian in nature, things that harken back to films you loved as a child, like E.T., with a little bit of Nightmare on Elm Street sort of mixed in with there. Definitely some very bizarre and horrific, some extremely gory effects. Not as gory as Nightmare on Elm Street, but certainly very disturbing. Yeah. And there is a definitive concept there that people aren't always what they seem, which is a beautiful part of this film. And the acting, I think, is what it can be for what it is. The problem with this film, where I have it, is in the writing, in that you have characters that get very grievously wounded and get up and run around. So, I mean, it's like, look, if you thought, what's her name, going frickin' spelunking after her alien abortion in Prometheus was dumb, this movie makes that look reasonable. But again, you have to understand that this is a very difficult film to rate, because I don't rate films based on what I think of them. I base them on, what I think other people will think of them. So it's like, look, if you have strong religious beliefs, this film may offend you, or it may certify you. It's really hard to tell. If you believe in abstinence, this is a very confusing film, because there's so much nudity and sexuality in it, and yet it kind of promotes that. It's a religious film in the end. That is what this basically breaks down to. So, I mean, this is really, on the one hand, I have to say, if you're a horror movie fan, this is your jam, and it's a must watch. If you're not into horror movies, then you would want to steer clear of it, because it is really gross. I mean, that's why it's for fans of the genre, excellent film that delivers. For the general public, it's a little too artsy, and it's a little too strange. I mean, very hard to rate this particular film. But that's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I'm Richard.
Greetings, capitalist pigs. I am Great Russian Strongman Stealth Borgov, here from Absurd TV to remind you to like and subscribe to this video. And leave a comment telling everyone how much you'd like to see more of me, which you can find on Absurd TV. Bye, Mark Schaefer.